Hello friends, LeoSyron here, and since we're at June 1st, I'd like to make a roundup showcasing all the drawings and paintings I made last month that was May. So let's start talking about it. Yeah, so there is these, which I haven't published online. It's an anatomy practice, and the thing is, something I started doing this month is that I draw a pose and then I redraw it by a scene by a different angle in a way to practice my understanding of the 3D form, which is very important. So I started doing this. I took a reference for this lady that was also a drawing. It's not a picture reference. Then I drew her with front view, back view, and to the other side, mirrored. And these are some other sketches. And the thing is, I didn't publish this online because I thought that people might not see this pose well, for obvious reasons. And I was like, you know what, I'd better not post it. So, but I liked the result, like the drawings, my 3D perception of the thing. I think it was a good exercise. Now this one, I'm reading a book about anatomy drawing, and it's I was in a part where it taught how to put figures in perspective in proportion. So I did this exercise here. There is an horizon line and several figures placed, the three figures, and this one, I don't know if that's on proportion or not, and a few pose tests here, you know. So this is the first one I posted online, because this I also did not post because I thought it was underwhelming to put out there. So we've got this one, which I liked a lot. I liked all these faces a lot, if you asked me. Like this girl, this little boy here. I'm quite proud of these. I'm also studying a book on drawing faces, and you know, I'm on the kids chapter. And I really like those. I'm really satisfied with those. The shading turned out quite decent. And this is more anatomy training. Like I said, I did this pose taking reference from another drawing, not a photo reference. I know it's important to use photo references, but I haven't been inspired to do so. I know the exercises may be better with photo references, but this one also works, and for now I'm doing mostly drawing references, but nevertheless. So I took the reference for this one, then I drew her from back and beneath, and I did this one on the right from imagination, like perspective torso, but I think he turned out too flat, like there's not enough volume in the third dimension backwards for him. That is a flaw that I tend to commit a lot from when I draw upward angles, and I intend to correct that. I will correct that. Yeah. And of course, I got inspired and I drew my best piece ever in my life. The Gotta Go Buff Sonic. Gary, my cat. Look at this. She is laying on top of my hand as I move the mouse. That's not how you catch mouses, PA. Oh, this cat. So let's go on. So this is another one of those practices. I drew this guy swinging the bat over this other guy's head and from another angle. I don't think the torso of the bat guy turned out weird in both poses, and the crouching guys got weird legs on both poses, and this elbow is weird. I did not like this one at all. The pose, everything is weird about this. I'm not proud of this. No. So there came a day where I thought, well, let me draw Markiplier, you know, that famous YouTuber, the gamer one, the comedic one. Very nice guy. Then I thought about drawing him, but I do not like the result. Maybe the hair is quite okay, like this is quite okay. but the eyes turned out too big, and the nose, I think it's off. I think his nose is a little point here, and no, I am not happy with the result of this one, but what can I do? What can I do? So I also try to practice marker coloring. No, no, sorry, no. These are some sketches. I think that at least this one turned out a little decent from Markiplier again. But, nah, I'm sorry, Mark. I like Markiplier, but my sketches and drawings did not do him justice. But I did like these. Sorry, guys, I'm quite sick. I did like these studies. I mean, this one's crouching here, not so much, but the other ones are, all the other three poses are the same pose from different angles, from imagination. Yeah, that was made from imagination. I did not take any reference whatsoever. So I made this, trying to make it dynamic. You see, like, there is the spine curve here. It's quite curvy to add dynamism. And this leg is a little foreshortened. One mistake here is that I believe that this portion of the leg should be way more foreshortened towards the camera. Maybe not too much more, but a little more. So there is this pose, which turned out weird in the aspect leg. I think that the back arm should be, the back elbow should be a little lower. Perhaps, yeah. And then there is this one, which, you see there's still a slight curve here on the center lines, slightly curved. I liked this one. This was great, probably my favorite anatomy study I made this month. And this month I started doing this painting, and it is a heavy metal inspired thing. You see there is this guy with an axe mounting a tiger, and everything is very metal-like, and there is this pyramid like Illuminati things, like the subconscious pyramid of truth, the forgotten truth, and there is the stone pillars in the sky. It's surreal. I wanted to do a surreal image, and a friend of mine who likes metal just like me, he once came to me and said, imagine riding a tiger while you hold up an axe. That would be epic. And that image stuck in my head, so I wanted to draw a picture about it. On top of a pointy cliff, there are lots of pointy stones here to denote conflict and some sort of friction, like heavy metal style aggression, you know? Everything is red to portray. It's kind of a sunset setting, but also it matches the desert theme, you know, and the red is also an aggressive color of danger. Yeah, so I really want to finish this piece in in the following week or so. More kid studies. Really liked this one, but I liked this one more. In my reference, this portion of the face was actually touching the tip of his eye. That is a mistake I made a lot. You know, I tend to prolong the face volume too much to the side, or I put the face features too far away from the edge of the outer edge of the face, which I shouldn't do always. I think this was the case, but even so, I do like the expressiveness I could put in this picture, and thus I like it. I like it. This little boy. So things happen, I don't remember, I think last week or this week. I think it was this week. My sense of time is really messed up lately. So recently I got quite depressed because I abandoned the gaming generation, and even though the gaming generation was not giving me the returns I needed in terms of monetary stuff, I liked doing videos because it was something that I could do quite fast. You know, you do a video and you edit. I put them out there really fast. It's way faster than I'd do a painting, for example. And that was fulfilling, to put out materials like this feeling of accomplishment I had by doing videos. It's not here anymore as much. Of course, now I'm doing these vlogs, but it's not the same as when I was doing for the gaming generation. Uh, anyway, so I got quite depressed with doubts about my future, and I made this. This is like the 16-old me, but older, made like an old man, if that makes sense for you. His head is tilted down, but he's still looking forwards. I think it turned out really ugly, but that was kind of the purpose of this. I made this sketch with pencil, I outlined with pen, and I made these shadows with charcoal. After that, I tried to color it with acrylics, and it became very weird. Yeah, it became even uglier, but it happens. There are green tears on his eyes, really depressed stuff. Sorry about that. And this is the negative version of the black and white one. But I'm fine now. I'm more like this kid now. I figured out some things about my life. This is, I think, the last anatomy study I made this month. And I took some references from frames of videos I made of me practicing martial arts. Like this is actually me doing a high kick. I won't show the reference here, sorry. This is another take on the high kick. There is this one, that's the frame of a video I made for the gaming generation, and I drew it at another angle. What else? This is me preparing to do a forward kicks, for one forward kick. Same pose here, two takes on the same pose. So a few months ago I made a Dark Magician drawing, and I thought that her torso was too long, so I wanted to redraw the pose, and I made this one with better torso proportions and foreshortening of the leg, which still is not ideal. There are some flaws here, but it's better than the original. And I drew her from backwards as well, but I do believe that in this pose I should, just like this arrow points out, I should twist her torso a little backwards, and I don't know. And this leg should go a little more downward. It's too straight up here. The juxtaposition of poses did not translate perfectly. Yeah, so but nevertheless, I like this study. And the other poses are unrelated, made from imagination. Like this one, imagination. This one, imagination. And this one, imagination. Yes, that's it. That's all I made this month. Oh, one more thing. Yes. Eyes on me now. I came back to drawing on my notebook, on my sketchbook. So, like, I mean, if you follow me on Facebook and stuff, you already know these drawings. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you know that this is the notebook where I do all these drawings I have posted before. So I was for a few weeks I was away from this little book here, but I came back and I already made these. I might post then when I am finished filling this page, which shall be soon. See this elf guy here? He's egoic. He's a magician who's full of himself, an elf magician. And I also have one sketchbook that my lovely girlfriend gave me that I'm supposed to use outdoors. But I've been wanting to do this for a long time, like drawing outdoors more dynamically. Like I'm bored someplace and I just start drawing. I've gotta construct these habits because I want to do it for a long time, and I really want to feel the notebook that my girlfriend gave me as a birthday present. Oh, she's so lovely. So that's it, friends. This is my drawing and painting roundup for May 2018, and Next Monday, expect a new vlog from me where I will talk about everything I'm playing in terms of video games, what animes and series I'm watching, and some other tidbits about my projects as well. So, as I said, I am a video editor and I really like editing videos. So if you want somebody to edit a video of any kind for you, count me in. Just message me on the blog or on Facebook or on YouTube, maybe Instagram. I am everywhere. I'm inside your mind, maybe. Maybe not. I don't want to see your secrets. Too ugly. Just kidding. So, my friends, have a nice day. This is LeoSyron going out.